Hello, today I'm going to review the Hera Syndulla figure from Star Wars The Black Series from the Ahsoka show. So first things first, we'll start the articulation. She has articulation in the head, nothing in these, although they are kind of bendy. I'm not going to mess with those though, as I don't want those to break. And she has articulation in the shoulders, and in the elbows, and in the wrists, like that. Also, I'll get into the details here in a second, but I do like that they have the little emblems on her shoulders like she does in the show. And put the arm down. There's articulation up here in the chest, hips, whatever you want to call that part. I guess that's kind of just in the middle. Articulation in the top of her legs. Articulation in her, in her knees, if I can get that. I think I loosened the joint up a little bit by an accident. And there's articulation in the shoes on the feet. So that is all the articulation on this figure, I believe. So now we'll get into the details. Starting out on her head, you can see they printed the eyes on there. They're almost uncanny looking, I think, but it's kind of funny how they did that. But anyway, you can see she has like the goggles on the top of her head. If the light will reflect right, you can see they're very reflective. And she has the leathery headpiece with little headphones, earmuffs, whatever those things are supposed to be going down it. They're very detailed, and the leather material is too. If you go around her pigtails, I believe they're called, and that's what they're called on Ahsoka, have like the little bits of printing on them with the little circles and little designs. I think that looks very cool in this figure, and there's like a little rubbery material, although it's a harder rubber, so you can't really bend those around. You can't bend her head, however, though. And if you go right here to the back of her jacket, you can see she has the, I believe that's the Phoenix Squad emblem on her jacket. And it's kind of like a 3D type material. At first, I almost thought it was a sticker, but it's made to look like it's ironed on. And that is a really cool detail, I think. Same thing goes for the emblems on her shoulders. They're made to look like they were ironed on, I guess, onto the leather. And that just is a really cool detail, I think. You can see she also has like the cotton going down on the sides and around her hands. You can see she has the gloves, and keep going down. You can see she has the orange pants with the belt and the holster, which she has a gun and everything. And she has these boots right here. So that is all the details on this figure. She comes with this little blaster right here that's very detailed for her size and has a little hole for the finger to go through. And she also has a holster for it, as I shown earlier. So now I'm going to try to put her into a pose and see how good that turns out. Now, after like 5 minutes, I finally got her into a pose. And this one was a little bit harder to pose than the other ones. I think it might have just been because the head had the extra weight on the back. Although this one wasn't as hard to pose as that Hunter figure from the Bad Batch. But once you get her into a pose, she looks very good on display. And definitely works with the other Rebels and Ahsoka characters. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.